With soccer season finally being back in session, we had to talk to the team that's been picked to win the preseason. Alex Eshelman here, conference host and reporter. Thanks for tuning in with me now, Coach Berrios of Northern Arizona women's soccer. First coach this time a year ago. You weren't even the head coach of this team, and yet you fill in as the interim throughout the season. First team ever within this program to take home the regular season title and the Big Sky Championship. Now, this time around, you're starting as the head coach. I mean, how has it been going in as the leader of the Lumberjacks this year?
It's exciting. I think it's it's something that we wish for as coaches. We want to be part of that. We want to be in those situations to lead a program for sure. Learning from last year is key. I think there was a lot of anxiety coming into this season, especially being the defending champions and understanding how hard this conference is. And the coaches that we have in this conference, they're all driven, they're all dedicated, they do such a good job, and every game is tough. So, but excited to lead the program, excited to be part of this university and leading this group of girls who, by the way, have been doing phenomenal in 3 days.
Who were some of the student athletes on your roster that the rest of the league is going, okay, this is why we think that they're the best of the best?
The coaching staff, we were talking about this. How are they going to come back is the question, right? Are they satisfied or are they not? Do they say, all right, well, we won 2 championships, we can graduate and move on? Or did they come back hungry, right? And I think the answer is in 3 days, they came back hungry. I mean, they are extremely motivated, ready to go. Just to name a couple of players, Day Williams has been who we know she can be, phenomenal. I mean, super dangerous. I mean, she's going to probably be on the opponent's scouting reports for sure. Jaylyn Borden in the back has been unreal. Logan, another one that I can mention as far as returners. And then we have some newcomers that have wowed us already.
I'm happy you bring up the newcomers. Tell me the ones that have been wowing you and your coaching staff.
Yeah. So, and then that's the thing. I think all the newcomers are important, obviously, but like in every season and with every team, there's certain players that stick out right away. Haley Phoenix is a kid that transferred in from South Dakota as a forward. We watched some film on her and we're like, okay, I think she can help us, but really didn't know what type of impact she was going to have for us. And we keep track of everything in every training session. And Haley Phoenix has been with Day, one of our leading scorers right now. I would hate to be against her. I would hate to defend her because it's a nightmare to defend her. She's so busy. Allie Larson, who transferred in from Montana. Wow. I mean, there's a wow factor there. I mean, she's an outside back. I mean, she played centrally for them, but from an outside back perspective, so far in 3 days, is all I can say is, wow, what a player. There's a couple of freshmen that have stuck out as well. Reese Grant being one of them. A Phoenix kid. We knew she was good. We just didn't know how that was going to translate to the college game. Well, it's been translating great, right? She's doing great in the middle of the pitch. So those are three newcomers right off the top of my head that I can say, have wowed us already in 3 days.
Main goal that you want to see accomplished prior to game one?
That's a tough question, all right, because we have several goals, but I think the main goal is, I think we raised our standards last year, and what we're talking about is to maintain the standard, right? And what does that mean? Well, it's not about winning and losing. It's about competing in everything that we do, right? And understanding that if you don't compete, you're not going to feel good about what the results are. Right? If we compete and we work hard and the scoreboard is against us, but we walked off the field feeling like, man, Alan, we competed hard. We worked hard. I'm exhausted. I'm physically done, mentally drained. That's all we can ask for. That's a standard.
I have to quickly ask before we end our interview, how much do you guys pay attention to the Women's World Cup right now? I mean, Jamaica's historic win, the GoFundMe, what, so cool, so incredible. Do you take anything from watching that competition into your own practice?
We are literally in heaven right now with the World Cup. We talk about the World Cup every day, every hour, every minute. The coaching staff, that's all we talk about. We talk about what we can take away. And I think the composure that some of these teams are showing, even when they don't have pressure on the ball, is phenomenal. So we talk about that in every training session because I think we are a high pressure team. I think we have the athletes to shock some teams sometimes and press them hard. Obviously not for 90 minutes, but in spurts, right? But because we do that, we feel it in every training session. So one team is high pressing, but our other team is feeling that pressure, right? And it's like, all right, how do we get out of those situations? Well, composure is the key. So I think the biggest takeaway that we've gotten so far out of everybody in general is the composure that these phenomenal female athletes are showing in the World Cup.
Coach, crushed it. So excited to see you take on a full year at the helm for Northern Arizona women's soccer. Thank you so much and best of luck this season.
Thank you so much. Wish you guys the best of luck.